Morning. Welcome to the 8th grade recognition ceremony.
families, friends, faculty, 8th grade students, soon to be upper schoolers, good morning. Welcome to our 8th grade recognition, and I present our 8th grade Bullis class of 2026. I like to get a round of applause early in any remarks I make, so thank you for that. That's wonderful. And I apologise because I know that we've already had our award ceremony for the 8th grade, and I had to give some opening remarks there. And remarks from dignitaries are tiresome at the best of times. When you've got to listen twice, it's doubly tiresome. So I apologise. I'll make it brief. Last night, we held our commencement ceremonies for the 12th graders, the class of 2022. And of course, they're off on a completely different journey. They have had an incredibly successful time at Bullis. Their college outcomes are amazing, although, as I said last night, we judge them more by the people they've become than their college placement. And that is certainly the case for this class too. You are about to embark on an important journey, and therefore this is a moment in time that's really important. And I was reflecting on your middle school experience this morning. It struck me as almost bizarre. Your 6th grade was rudely interrupted in March of 2020. How many of you were at Bullis then? Okay, so how many were at other schools? Okay, you can all remember that March when all of a sudden you were going home early for the summer. Yes, and then 7th grade was completely compromised. Blue and gold cohorts, that seems like a lifetime ago, or it does to me. Remember your blue and gold cohorts? Yeah. And then this year, I hope, has been much more like normal. Yes, you've still had to put up with the tiresome masks. You've had to put up with the irritating testing and sometimes disappointing positive results. But in general, you've been able to do the things that have been important about 8th grade. And there's so many things that are important, and what I'm going to talk about just really briefly here is something that you perhaps haven't given much thought to, but I count myself as a middle school educator first and foremost. One of the things that educators believe about middle school is that it's a time of self-awareness, that you come to know yourself deeply, hopefully, and you're ready for a different level of maturity and a different level of independence that upper school brings you. That can sound selfish, that it's about oneself. Actually, it's not. Because here's what I'm going to say about next year and the 4 years coming. You're going to strive to achieve. You're going to strive to achieve academically. You're going to strive to achieve with whatever passion you have, whether it's artistic, drama, music, athletics, whatever it may be. I know that you're going to strive to achieve. But the social milieu that you're going to enter in 9th and 10th is even more intense than the social aspects of 7th and 8th grade. You all know what the social milieu has been like for you. It is even more so in the 9th and 10th grade. By 11th grade, honestly, things start to play out. And here's what I'm going to say to you about the next 2 years. And you're going to get bored of me saying this to you. Those of you, the 72 of you that will be at Bullis next year, you're going to get bored. You're bored of me already. You're going to be even more bored, okay, of me saying this to you. You can't empathise, you can't have generosity of spirit without knowing yourself. And the next 4 years will be better for you if you can demonstrate that empathy for other people, if you can demonstrate generosity of spirit. And that doesn't just mean necessarily being super kind and lovely to everyone. Sometimes, honestly, at a minimal level, it's the absence of meanness. But it will be important to you, and it will come back to you in spades if you are able to empathise with others. And I hope and believe that what the middle school faculty and Dr. Moreno have helped you gain over this last year and potentially the years before if you were with us is that self-awareness that's going to allow you to be generous, that is going to allow you to be kind, or if not, just the absence of being mean. enough from me. I want to just finish by thanking this incredible faculty. I mentioned the last 3 years. It has been bizarre. The success of Bullis and our Bullis kids would have been impossible without our Bullis teachers, our Bullis administration, and Dr. Marino. So please join me in thanking the faculty. And last and certainly not least, could I get the 8th grade parents to please stand? I have been, in my short time at Bullis, my gosh, there's a lot of you. In my short time at Bullis, I have been stunned by the support of our parent body. When I was coming from from the West Coast, I was like, oh, you're going to Washington, D.C., you're going to Potomac, be careful of those parents. That has not been it at all. The support that the faculty, the support that my administration, the support that I feel from our parents is second to none. And of course, your support of your kids is fundamental, obviously. But we are very lucky. We feel fortunate here today. Thank you. Students, faculty, please help me in thanking our parents. Thank you so much. Amy? Is it Amy Rubenstein? Anna. And it's my great pleasure to welcome to the stage our student speaker, Anna Rubenstein.
I've been at Bullis since I was in 6th grade. Since I was in 2nd grade. That's 7 years. From walking into school as a little 2nd grader with my 6 other classmates to now in 2022, standing here with almost 90 other 8th graders. I've learned a lot over the years. Not just generic school things like math and science, but the stuff they don't teach you, like how to make friends, work hard, and make connections to your classmates and teachers. I've learned how to send an email when I need help or need to talk, how to have confidence in myself, and how to keep up with my responsibilities as a student, friend, daughter, sister, classmate, all at once. These are the things they don't just teach you at school. This is one of the things that makes Bullis special. If you ask little 7-year-old me why I was excited to come to Bullis, I probably would have said something along the lines of, my sister goes here, and she likes it, and I want to be like her. Or maybe, I want more attention from my teachers. I was a little girl with little pigtails, excited to learn and become a part of the Bullis family. If you told me it would change my life, if you told me it would completely change my life and who I am as a person, I would probably have just said, no, this is just a school. I even remember coming in here in 1st grade to do an interview. The lady asked me, what's your favorite part of the day? To which I confidently responded, dismissal. Which, even though it's true, may not have been exactly what the interviewer was looking for. I left that day feeling confident about my answer and, of course, wanting to get into Bullis. And somehow, knowing my favorite part of the day was dismissal, Bullis welcomed me to the community. And on September 8th, 2015, I walked into Mr. Alexander's 2nd grade classroom. Everything changed. I remember going home from school that day, feeling actually excited to come back to school the next day. And the day after that, and the day after that. And every day after that for the next 7 years. And today, even though I don't have the bangs or wear the pigtails, I'm still the same kid who is excited to come to Bullis every day. Certain years were definitely harder than others, but I was always able to rely on my Bullis family for love and support. Which is why, after 7 years, I can still say my favorite part of the day is no longer dismissal. Instead, I love every part of the day, because each subject is something new, with new things to learn, new people to see, and new friends to make. Bullis isn't just a community, it's a home, because home is not a specific house, but where a family is. Thank you. Next, I would like to introduce our second student speaker from the 8th grade class, Drake Arnold.
2,190 days I've been a Bullis student. 1,095 days in middle school, 876 math classes, 9 report cards, 3 advisors, and my last time today in middle school. My name is Drake Arnold, co-president of the Middle School Government Association. Our middle school journey comes to an end. I would like to think about the many lessons I have learned, not just in the books though. I've been taught how to build my own character, improve myself, and help push others. And now I want to talk about change. Change, the act or instance of making or becoming different. Change is a part of life. It is an unstoppable force constantly moving our lives forward. Today, we will be put through our biggest change yet. We will be put into the wilderness of high school to face all different adversities. But that is why we are here at Bullis, because we know we can do it. We're ready for change, and we embrace change. Because here, change is not always bad. This change can and will be good, because we are problem solvers. We're overachievers. We don't settle for okay. We push ourselves and each other. And we do at Bullis, we do something not because we are told, but because we want to. We want to succeed. We want to win our lacrosse game. We want to do well on our tests, and we want to wake up every morning and drive to 10601 Falls Road because it's our home. Have you ever wondered why everyone says Bullis instead of the Bullis School? It's because our community is a family. And that's what I think makes Bullis not different, but special. Now I must leave you all with a word of advice. I had to think very long about what I could say in this part of my speech, and then it came to me, a poem. Nature's first green is gold, her heart is she to hold. Her early leaf's a flower, but only so an hour. Then leaf subsides to leaf, so Aiden sank to grief. So dawn goes down today, nothing gold can stay. As 8th graders, we all recognize this poem from the book that we all read, The Outsiders. I've learned to love this poem because it is exactly what life will be, ever-changing. This poem reminds me of starting in middle school 3 years ago, being in 6th grade, and just getting the swing of things with my biggest worry of memorizing my schedule. Little did we know, things were going to take a drastic turn. We were online, isolated from our Bullis family because something we could not control. We were thrown into the unknown, but there was one thing I was certain, that we would get through. And here we are today to say, dawn goes down today. So the advice I will give is to live every moment to the fullest, because you never know when change will happen. High school is going to be our hardest challenge yet. With APs, ACTs, honors classes, it will push us out of our comfort zone. But as the greatest showman P.T. Barnum once said, comfort is the enemy of progress. The last piece of advice I'd like to give is that success comes in all different ways, and that success is not money or good grades, but it is satisfaction. I want to say from the bottom of my heart, thank you. Thank you to my coaches, teachers, friends, parents who got me to this point. And many people say that high school was the best years of their life. Well, let's find out. Thank you. And next, we will hear from some of our 8th grade classmates as they share their favorite Bullis memories.
I remember performing in the Shark Tank for our entrepreneurship. Hello? All right. I'm just moving. I remember performing in the Shark Tank for our entrepreneurship major class this year. I was really excited and proud of my team's business idea, Track It. And even though we didn't win, it was a lot of fun, and we learned a lot along the way.
I remember how much I loved working on the Cinderella musical. It was so fun to learn more about the school and the people in it, and I also discovered another artistic ability that I never knew I had.
I remember the advisory t-shirt competition from earlier this year. We were very excited about our McChicken theme idea, and Miss King made it even better when she brought in McChickens for us to eat the next day.
I remember having so much fun at Olympics this fall. I loved having all of the fun activities and doing competitive games outside with my friends.
I remember back when it was hockey season, and since I'm new to Bullis, it was great to be a part of something and start my Bullis career.
I remember going on the rafting trip at the beginning of 8th grade. I was so scared at first to go rafting, maybe since I had never done it before. But as soon as we inflated the raft and pushed it into the water, it was one of my favorite things at Bullis, and I will never forget it. I remember getting picked up and thrown off the raft into the cold water. People even said that they saw me flying in the air. While I was there, I got a lot closer to people who I am now close friends with. I remember us chasing the raft with the teachers on it as we tried to splash them with our paddles. We almost did get them though. I remember being so sad when we were told that we were almost back where we started. I wanted to raft all day. I went from being terrified of rafting to experiencing one of my favorite memories here at Bullis.
I remember during experiential education on Adventure Island, our group didn't paddle hard enough to get out of the current, pushing us towards the rapids, so we took a completely different journey. It was very fun, and we saw a snake stick its head out of the water.
I remember when we went to the Air and Space Museum in Union Station in 6th grade. I got closer with a bunch of my now best friends that day and bought Miss Bates from the stuffed astronaut bear that's still in her classroom today. I got to try astronaut ice cream, go inside a rocket, and run around a train station with my friends.
I remember in 6th grade during intramurals when I met Mason Charkatz. This was one of my favorite memories because I had nobody to talk to during intramurals and was really considering changing my sports. Then one day, Mason came along, and I had never talked to him before I had joined that sport. We started talking, and I continue to be good friends with him today.
I remember during Kaleva in 7th grade when we stayed on campus because of COVID and did group activities. We participated in scavenger hunts, rope unraveling, as well as using our teamwork to move a log from one side of the field to another. It showed me that even during a pandemic, we can all come together as a community and have fun while learning like we always do. Thank you.
All right, thank you for those wonderful memories. So let's continue taking a walk down memory lane. It all began in 2015 when 7 students enrolled in 2nd grade. Reese, Abigail, Clay, Anna, Simon, Caden, and Jinhu served as trailblazers when they entered lower school. They enjoyed their lower school experience and adjusted well to new friends and classmates as they watched their group grow from 7 to 83 in a few short years. To put 2015 in perspective, Pope Francis became the 4th head of the church to visit the United States. American Pharaoh became the first Triple Crown winner since 1978. Adele's records sold more than 3 million copies in 1 week. Man hair buns became a real thing. Serena Williams won 3 out of 4 Grand Slam titles, and Star Wars: The Force Awakens was the #1 box office hit of the year. The following year, 2016, 7 students joined this prestigious group: Drake, Sam, Blake, Matthew, Daniel, Brooke, and Nixon. President Obama became the first sitting president to visit Hiroshima, Japan. Peyton Manning and Kobe Bryant retired from the NFL and NBA. The Chicago Cubs won their first World Series since 1903. Justin Bieber became the first artist to ever occupy the entire top 3 spots in the official's single chart, and the Olympic Games were held in Rio. Moving right along, 2017, Monty, Maddie, Ruth, Darian, Eli, and Emma became Bullis Bulldogs. This was the year President Trump was elected into office. The Philadelphia Eagles won the Super Bowl. The Winter Olympics took place in Pyeongchang. The U.S. women's national soccer team reached their 500th win after defeating Portugal 1-0. And the greater Washington metropolitan area went crazy when the Washington Capitals won their first Stanley Cup in franchise's history. The following year, we became even larger by welcoming 4 more students to this awesome class: Clay, Safia, Emerson, and Carter. So what happened in 2018? We had hoped to see back-to-back wins from the Washington Capitals. Unfortunately, that didn't happen. But Prince Harry and Meghan Markle welcomed their first baby boy, Archie Harrison, to the world. The Me Too movement went global. There were a number of record-breaking victories for women in the political arena. TikTok became popular. And the movie Black Panther was a huge success, Wakanda forever. 2019. Sixth grade is usually a big entry year for the middle school division, and this sixth grade class fit that pattern for the most part. 11 students entered the doors of South Hall. Simon, Julian, Mason, Jackson Davis, Jackson Hayter, Lucy, Gabby, Jack, Holbrook, Leah, and Derek. The ongoing government shutdown became one of the longest in United States history at 22 days, leaving 800,000 employees unpaid. The Washington Nationals won the championship against all odds. Tom Brady, the quarterback of the New England Patriots football team, won his 6th championship, the most NFL World Championships ever by a single player. The United States women's soccer team defeated France 2-1 before a crowd of over 45,000. And the first case of COVID-19 was confirmed. The following year, 2020, was truly atypical for middle school admissions. 22 students joined our blue and gold community. 22 students joined our community in 7th grade. That is so unusual. But we were thrilled to have Toby, Hayden, Matthew, Zaina, Apple, Mia, Sophia, Daniel, Tommy, Grant, Ashton, Cooper, Dylan, Fisher, Barrett, Alex, Mason, Brooke, Paloma, Vinay, Brooks, and Sam join our team. This was the year Jimmy Carter became the longest living United States president at 97 years old. NBA legend Kobe Bryant was in a fatal helicopter crash at the age of 41. And life as we knew it changed. The CDC documented a case of human-to-human transmission, and COVID-19 became a worldwide pandemic. President Trump declared a national emergency in response to the coronavirus pandemic. Businesses and schools shut down, social distancing became a household word, emergency remote learning began, and Bullis staff worked around the clock to reshape instruction to provide continuous learning. We had an even larger group, 26, join the middle school division in 8th grade. Yuvin, Myra, James, Solly, Sarah, Julia, Hollis, Michael, Madison, Mayakam, Takuma, Sasha, Noah, Tony, Avi, Sanjay, Kaya, Noah, Stephen, Sean, Mason, Lucy, Benji, Olivia, Noah, and Ophelia rounded out our dynamic group. It seems as though COVID was in the rearview mirror during the early summer months of 2022, but variants quickly dispelled that myth. Vaccines became widely available for certain age groups. Joe Biden became president. A crowd of individuals breached the Capitol barriers, often referred to as the insurrection battle. Supply chains began to falter, gas prices began to rise, and Rich Strike, the American thoroughbred horse, upset the 2022 Kentucky Derby by winning with 80-1 odds. And Encanto was a huge hit. In fact, the song We Don't Talk About Bruno is stuck in the minds of many. The middle school staff is very proud of the 83 students that slowly trickled into South Hall over the years. This phenomenal group of 83 students, known as the class of 2026, will take their rightful place in upper school in the fall. Class of 2026, the middle school faculty looks forward to the positive ways you will one day make our world an even better place. We know there will be challenges, but we also know you are resilient and prepared to meet any obstacle you may face. Congratulations on a job well done. So last Thursday, we held the Academic Achievement Awards for 8th graders. You'll find the names of the students that actually won those awards in your program. I'd like to ask them to stand to be acknowledged now. We're so proud of you. Congratulations. We left 4 awards for this recognition ceremony today. So I have the pleasure of presenting the first one. The first one is the Head of Middle School Award. The Head of Middle School Award recognizes a student in 8th grade that made a positive contribution to the middle school division. Although the honor is listed as the Head of the Middle School Award, it's a recognition that many faculty members decide on after much consideration, discussion, and then consensus. Numerous factors are involved when identifying recipients, including an extraordinary work ethic, a positive attitude, and an energetic spirit. This year's 8th grade award belongs to Apple Fong. Where is she? Come on down. Apple is a student that gets along well with everyone. She's a risk taker who isn't afraid to try new experiences. You can come on, Apple, and just stand right here. Thanks. You can just stand there and look at the audience, or you look at me. All right. In fact, she's traveled many miles to join the Bullis Middle School family. She's incredibly dedicated to her work, according to Mrs. Huff. Mrs. Zami enjoys her mathematical reasoning, and Mrs. Papano, who may know her best, says, Apple is always doing the right thing at the right time without being asked or when no one else is watching. She comes to class with a smile and brings a brightness to everyone's day. She consistently leads with confidence and compassion. We're so proud of you. Congratulations, Apple. Please join me in welcoming Mrs. Huff to present the Jerry May Achievement Award.
Greetings, 8th grade students and families. As the grade level coordinator for the 8th grade, it is my pleasure to present the Jerry May Achievement Award this year. The Jerry May Achievement Award is named after one of Bullis's own community members. In the fall of 1961, Jerry May began teaching history and biology and coaching football, baseball, and basketball. Once the school moved to Potomac, Jerry May became the athletic director of the middle school, then dean of discipline, then middle school principal, and finally alumni director while his 2 sons attended Bullis. The annual Bullis Alumni Golf Tournament is named for him. He was a self-proclaimed jack of all trades. Jerry May was a truly invaluable member of the community during his 37 years at Bullis and long after. Mr. May touched the lives of so many with his unwavering encouragement, support, and guidance. It is an honor to present this award to a student who is deserving of his namesake. The Jerry May Achievement Award recognizes outstanding performance during the course of the student's year in middle school. This prize represents the innermost values of working hard to improve, collaborating with classmates, thinking independently, and persevering when students can seem much too arduous. Its recipient is decided by a consensus of all faculty members. This year's recipient has truly embodied the hardworking spirit of this award. Here are some of the amazing anecdotes that his teachers noticed of him this year. Ms. Holman remarks that this student has always been an intelligent and thoughtful reader, but watching him in book club discussions and listening to his thoughtful and respectful interchanges with his peers was a lovely sight throughout English seminar. She also says she selfishly loved talking with him about their similar tastes in books and was always excited when he took her recommendations. Ms. King and Mr. Brooks saying having you on the tech crew for the past 3 years has been nothing short of amazing. You were always very dedicated to the show, leading other tech crew members through the journey, and we knew we could always rely on you for a quick scene change. And finally, having you in math this year, I personally have truly loved seeing your growth and maturity as a student from the beginning of the year to now. You've become an excellent collaborator in geometry this year. You are able to work with any peer and always add value to the class with your critical thinking skills. You have also become more reflective as a learner, whether that be staying after class to ask clarifying questions or completing corrections on your assessments to help learn from your mistakes. These strengths will only continue to help you thrive in upper school and beyond. The rest of the 8th grade teachers agree that this student's hard work and perseverance are something to celebrate and acknowledge proudly. We hope that he continues to put forth this enormous amount of effort in school and life, as it will take him very far. He truly deserves to shine in everything he does. Please join me in congratulating Simon Ashkin on receiving this year's Jerry May Achievement Award. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Kosmarski to present the John Spencer Citizenship Awards.
All right, this morning I have the honor of presenting the John Spencer Citizenship Award to 2 outstanding 8th grade members. Although I never had the pleasure of knowing Mr. Spencer, I was able to research the insightful information from Susan King's book entitled Onward Faring, A History of Bullis School. Susan writes, "The Bullis story would be incomplete without including the dapper, principled, talented, and remarkable Englishman, Mr. John Spencer. Mr. Spencer impacted the evolution of the school and influenced every student who entered his classroom. From the Bulldog mascot to a collection of Bulldog figurines, from extraordinary teaching to a meaningful citizenship award, from his amiable gentleman manners to his mischievous sense of humor, Mr. Spencer epitomized the best of Bullis. His career spanned decades, from 1947 to his retirement in 1981. And long after, into his elderly years, he stayed in close touch with the school before passing away in 2008. A part of Mr. John Spencer's legacy that I connected with was the following. Spencer's charisma was the stuff of school legends. Charming, intelligent, he was a true British gentleman and was perfect manners with a dry wit. When Mr. Spencer entered a classroom, students stood quickly, tucked in their shirts, straightened their ties, and when taught, they listened. They wanted his respect. For many years, former ancient history teacher, Mr. Glenn Hunter, presented this at the annual award and would always end his speech by saying, "You should be honored that the award you are about to receive bears the name of this man who for so many years did so much for our school. You should be proud that in the eyes of our teachers, you have distinguished yourself in the very area of school life that Mr. Spencer considered the most important, citizenship." Today's first recipient is described as a kind and genuine student by Ms. Huff. She continues on by saying, "This student is truly a friend to all. She cares about the well-being of all of her peers and teachers. It is rare that you have a student that cares more about her progress in learning than the grades of her assessments. She sets a strong example each and every day for what it means to lead the Bullis way." Mr. Wong has highlighted how today's recipient established herself as a leader among her classmates and is always willing to help out. For this, we celebrate Mira Arnold as our first recipient of the John Spencer Award. Ms. Holman describes the second recipient as attracting attention wherever he goes. She continues on by saying, "When you talk to this recipient, he usually makes you feel seen, heard, and respected. He always has a great sense of humor, tries to make people feel included, and always has something kind to say. Ms. Gerhardt sums it up by saying, "Today's recipient is a joy to be around. He is a kind, positive, diligent learner. He has quickly become a leader in the 8th grade, and his peers respect him." Congratulations to our second John Spencer Citizenship Award recipient, Benjamin Benji Whiting Eisman. Yay, congratulations. At this time, please welcome me and welcome Mr. Sullivan back to the podium to present the award for General Excellence in Studies.
Thank you. So, what a pleasure to be able to give this award. It's essentially the middle school equivalent of the valedictorian, and so a real honor. Congratulations to all the award winners and indeed the entire 8th grade. I hesitate to do this because I do know that 8th graders sometimes don't like to be put in the spotlight. But before I read my citation, I'm going to actually announce the winner and ask him to come up here. So it's my pleasure to announce that the, not the valedictorian, what do we say? General Excellence, Award for General Excellence goes to Simon Rubenstein. It's a long walk, Simon, and then you're going to have to stand there for a while. Come on, come on. No, here we go. Okay, that's perfect. Okay. Sorry to do this. I can only say that the citation is short, and it comes from the teachers. Miss Garhart says, "Simon is a true leader, a positive, kind, and hard-working student who is loved and respected by his peers. Senora Velikovsky, Simon is a great language learner, bright, diligent, and hard-working, always gives his best and more. Mrs. Huff, easily one of the brightest math students I've ever taught. Wow. He loves a challenge and will not give up until he understands his answer. Miss Fajan, I am so lucky to have taught Simon for 2 years in science class. He's one of the most hard-working and enthusiastic students I know. Genuinely enjoys the learning process and truly makes the classroom a better place." Absolute pleasure to award the General Excellence Award to Simon Rubenstein.
All right, congratulations to all the award winners. And now, the moment you've all been waiting for. We will present the recognition certificates to our 8th graders. Please join me in welcoming Mrs. Huff back to the podium.
Thank you, Dr. Marino. I'm very excited to present this year's 8th grade class with their certificates. I'm going to invite the first row to stand. And go ahead and walk up to your spot. Yuvin Ahuja. Toby Altman. Drake Arnold. Mira Arnold. Simon Ashkin. Monteo Bess. Madison Blank. James Boise. Julian Bergdorf. Sam Carl. Hayden Chandler. Matthew Chapin. Mason Charkatz. Solomon Clark. Sarah Collins. Zaina Crawley. Blake Dates. Jackson Davis. Reese DeMello. Liling Fong. Mia Fornicero. Songtae Gu. Ruth Hailu. Matthew Halley. Darian Harvey. Daniel Hayes. Thomas Hayes. Jackson Hayter. Grant Herzog. Daniel Haran. Julia Horvath. Hollis Jenkins. Brooke Katz. Lucy Keller. Ashton Kramer. Cooper Keel. Gabriella Langdon. Dylan Lynn. Nixon Lomax. Abigail Lombardo. Jack Maravilla. Michael McNamara. Clayton Metro. Elijah Michelina. Safia Moore. Madison Mordecai. Clay Narcissenfeld. Holbrook Newton. Alumayokin Adunzi. Fisher, Ortiz, Ferrari. Takuma Atsuka. Sasha Pendarvis. Leah Pereira. Emerson Policino. Barrett Pratt. Noah Ratner. Zitong Rong. Alexander Ross. Carter Rowe. Anna Rubenstein. Simon Rubenstein. Hector Avi Ruiz. Caden Satin. Mason Schnell. Sanjay Shah. Brooke Smith. Kaya Smulders. Noah Snyder. Zertin Song. Sean Springs. Mason Stoltz. Derek Tripp. Wenjing Tu. Paloma Vargas Casambira. Vinay Vargas Khan. Samuel Waldman. Emma White. Benjamin Whiting Eisman. Brooks Wickham. Olivia Wilson. Noah Yablonsky. Jinho Yoon. Ophelia Zadigan. Congratulations, 8th grade class of 2026. I would now like to welcome Dr. Moreno back up to the stage to close.
In closing, I have to admit the 8th grade recognition celebration is my favorite. It's my favorite because it recognizes all of the 8th grade students for their academic growth, their emotional gains, and successful completion of middle school requirements. But even more than that, it's my favorite middle school assembly because the recognition is so personal, yet it's so public. The recognition is personal because it belongs to each and every 8th grader in this auditorium. Clearly, you are the ones that completed the assignments, studied for numerous exams, gave countless presentations. You participated in experiential education activities, concerts, adjudications, art shows, athletic games, and the list just goes on and on. But the recognition is not just personal, it's so public. It's public because it belongs to everybody that's in the audience. It belongs to your grandparents, siblings, aunts, and uncles. It belongs to your parents that are beaming with pride. They're the ones that supported you during evenings of study, transported you to and from school, took you to all of your social events. They sat through the athletic games, performing arts, and they made sure you had the best there was to offer. I know parents, you stood before. Can I just ask you to stand one more time? Thank you so much for your support and your partnership. The recognition ceremony is also public because it belongs to all of the middle school teachers. Whether you entered in 6th, 7th, or 8th grade, can I ask all of the middle school faculty, and I know you're sort of scattered around, and there's some over there. Can you all come out, and can we just give them a round of applause? Mrs. King is in the back. Thank you so much for all you do. You may notice some of our faculty is missing. That's because they're teaching. Okay. Lauren Keller, can I ask you to stand? Lauren, you want to give her a round of applause? Lauren, I want to thank you for your years of service to the middle school division. You're an awesome counselor. I'm getting emotional. We will miss you in middle school, but we'll see you in your new role as the admissions associate. Congratulations. And last but not least, to the 8th graders. Your teachers and I have thoroughly enjoyed working with you. We watched you grow from cautious 6th graders to mature, skilled, and confident 8th graders. We know you leave ready for the many challenges that lie ahead. As you enter North Hall, I leave you with these parting words. Behind you, wonderful memories. Before you, all your dreams. Around you, all who love you. Within you, all you need. You are the key to your success. Before you leave middle school, though, we're going to sing that alma mater one more time. So if you would all please rise, the words will come up, and we will sing the alma mater.
We at Bullis onward faring, for our college life preparing, bonds of loyalty declaring, hail the blue and gold. Raise the chorus higher, kindle our desire, guide us on and make us strong to reach our goals and never let us tire. Is our purpose never dying, knowledge from our school inspiring. We at Bullis ever striving, hail the blue and gold.
Right, thank you. All right. Family members and close friends, I present to you the newly promoted class of 2026. Audience, I'm going to ask that you remain seated. The students are going to recess out to the lobby. Faculty members, we're going to ask you to follow, and then we will all join you for the celebration. Feel free to take the students home and get started early. Have a wonderful afternoon. We process out now.
Sorry?
We process out. We're going to walk out after this faculty. What happened?
Should we just process it that way?
Yeah, after they go out, we go out.